It's a classic. Thank you.
It is
I
a
like
classic.
it. I like it. That's what you call the 70s, my friends. So anyway, I graduated, went on to high school. But again, this is what I look like. This is the body brace that they had on me. And then they put this guy on top of it. So there you see probably about a 75-pound kid carrying about 15 or 20 pounds worth of equipment. And I do that all day, every day during school, or when we go out and do things and go places. So again, I was carrying a lot of stuff. And in these days, all this stuff was made out of wood and metal. None of the nice lightweight stuff they use today. So, and then I was also chosen to be the first person. They had just come up with a new electric elbow. Okay? So that this one right here, instead of having to move it up and down, it was battery operated. All I had to do was push a switch. Well, that was cool, except when you say something's battery operated, what does it need?
Battery.
It needs a battery, right? This thing right here, that was my battery. It was about the size of 6 D-cell batteries. It was huge. So they put that on the other side, I guess, so that I wouldn't tip over from all the weight. So I wore this for a couple of years, too, because they were testing out the new elbow, and they wanted to make sure it worked. So I went on, and I got to high school, and I walked up onto the stage, and I took the diploma in my prosthetic hand, in the hook, and then I went home, and I took it off, and I said to my mom, you know what? You know, I'm going into college now. I can do everything with my feet. This elbow is a really cool thing, but I think somebody else would get more use out of it than I do. Because I don't really use it for anything. If I really want to do something, I do it with my feet. So I gave up wearing a prosthesis at that point in time, thinking that somebody else out there could use it a lot more than I could. So I went on, from then on, I do things with my feet, been doing it ever since. Again, graduation, high school, second in my class, went on to my bachelor's degree with magna cum laude honors.
You have a mustache?
And then I had a mustache.
And hair.
And thank you. They catch you on diapers and hair. That's the theme. You need a chair, by the way.
I'm fine.
Okay. So anyway, went on to college. And then, along the way, I met somebody who looks kind of like her over there. And you can see she shares my unique sense of humor. So anyway, we were married when I was 24 years old to this very lovely bride. Okay. But on that day, I not only became a husband, I also became a father. Because my wife here had a young daughter from a previous marriage who was 8 years old. That's Melissa. So I not only became a father, but I became a husband at a very young age. So I took on a lot that day. My life has been great ever since. Well, this is what the three of us look like today. Again, no hair, unfortunately. But she's all grown up now, and now she's married. And now we're waiting to become grandparents. Boy, we're getting old.
Oh, no.
That sneaks up on you guys. You'll be surprised. You're how old now? 10? 11? 11? Boy, you're gonna be in high school and college before you know it. So anyway, this is my family. I've been very blessed that I was able to have a beautiful wife and lovely kids. This is that picture I showed you earlier of my brother and sister. Well, this is what we look like today.
Yeah.
But most important, look. No hair! Hers is orange. I don't know why.
He's talking.
Thing. So anyway, we're all grown up now, and my brother and sister all have children as well. I went on to work as a television producer back on the East Coast, where I worked in the government. And that's when I told you I worked over at the White House on a project, and I've worked all around the country. This is a picture of us working in Hawaii. We were very fortunate to go there. So again, I had a very successful career, and the reason I got it was because I got my master's degree. Without my master's degree, I never would have gotten this job. When I got my master's degree and I got this job, in 3 years, my salary doubled. So education is important. It's going to get you places. Okay? And this is me working out in front of the Capitol. And again,
It's okay to be different.
wait for the cue. Okay. All right. At this point, let me show you some of the stuff I can do. How's that sound?
Yeah.
We're going to do a little change here. All right. First thing I will show you is how to write with your feet.
J-O-A.
Thank sorry, you have the toughest name I've had reached so far.
Q-U-I-N.
Q-U-I.
And then the second word, Miller.
Miller.
Yeah.
I can spell.
Wow, look at
Wow.
Alright, so you guys can see. I can't spell.
that. Neither can I.
Alright, but it's great to print, but what is the next thing you need to learn how to do after you learn how to print? Cursive. Boys and girls, trust me, cursive is something you will use every day for the rest of your life. And I'm not joking. You really need to learn cursive, and you need to learn it very well because it's tough. It takes a lot of practice, but you will need it. So, let me see if I can remember how to make it. I think I can remember this. Never left the page, right? Peace.
That's wonderful.
That's Justin's language. That's his language. That's Justin's language.
Okay. Can you guys see that? I'm getting real quick here, but you guys can see the screen. Alright, so, as I told you earlier, as a painter, I'm very famous for all of my artwork. When I was a kid, I had pictures hanging all over the refrigerator. Alright, let me see what I can do. Let me draw a picture.
Panda.
I can't see.
Flower.
Panda.
Let him decide. Let him decide.
I like to sing and hum.
So do I. Is that a goofy goober? It's a nut.
Person.
Oh,
I'm not super fast, but I'm working on it,
Good year. No, she's really good. It's your sister.
That would be good when
I'm not
she's
saying
here.
that's true.
So cool. No, this is why. No, she's your wife. Your wife. His wife.
No, got it.
Let's go.
You said this.
So what do you think? Like I told you guys earlier about my mom when she sat me down very early in my life and said, Tom, you've got to be realistic about, what you're going to do for the rest of your life because you're going to have to get a job. You're going to have to, be able to pay the rent or the mortgage, and you might get married, which I did. So there's a lot of, financial obligations. So education in my life proved to be very, very important. So what I would encourage for you guys is that when you go to school, well, first, number one, when you get up in the morning, get out of bed, quit arguing with your parents. You have to get up. You can't have 5 more minutes. Then you got to go eat a healthy breakfast. You got to eat a healthy breakfast. You got to make sure you catch the bus or get to school on time, whatever it is you do. So you got to make sure that you are going to school and you're doing your very best that you can, and that you are not doing things like holding this one backwards. That you didn't goof off and waste your time doing things like making paper airplanes, which I made backwards. Let me try that. I don't think this one's going to sail, but I don't think I did this right. But, I'm sorry, I got to do that one again. I'm sorry, I got to get... Let me see. Thank you all.
Do you want another piece of paper?
No, it's not. It's working.
I think you have to fold it in half and then
just in a paper airplane. It's a waste of time when you should be doing study. Alright, so does this look easy to you guys?
No.
No. Well, Miss Scott, I think we need to challenge these young people to try this for themselves.
Okay.
So